So what's up? It's your boy Jonathan back at it again. Um, so I'm wearing a white yarmulke today. For all you don't know, I'm Orthodox Jewish. So I wear a yarmulke, go to the synagogue, whatever. And so this white yarmulke is actually supposed to represent the new year, and also the Yom Kippur, which is the forgiveness of your sins, and you know how you should come to how God cleans you of your sins or whatever. And it's the holiday season, so you feel me? I was wearing my white yarmulke and I like it. It's cool, it's cute. So anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about today is basically about standards and how to look at standards and decides what's really lowering your standards and what's being more practical, right? So lowering your standards and practical, right? So lowering your standards is going out with girls who have issues, going out with girls who are unemployed. There's a lot of things, going out with girls who have really bad habits, crime records, stuff like that. That's lowering your standards. And I think being practical is more like dating a woman with who may not have a model perfect body. That's more practical. Or like sometimes dating women with kids is more practical. You know, even though she has kids, she could still be a good person, and you could still do a lot with her. Stuff like that is more practical. Race, dating women of different races can be more practical. It doesn't necessarily have to mean you're lowering your standards just because you can go out with like a black woman or a Latino woman and you're white, Because a lot of times, just because somebody is a certain race doesn't necessarily mean they're only a certain way, Race doesn't determine everything. So things like that you have to look at. And I found out one of the reasons why we go out with people, we have these low standards, and we go out with these people who, aren't that good for us, is because we believe we're not that good ourselves, right? And so it's kind of like trying to build yourself up as a person and look at yourself as a good person, and not look at yourself as a piece of crap, basically. And then you're only going after girls who are crap because that's all you could think you can get, So I've been struggling with this for years. Like with me, I have a lot of abuse issues in life, and psychological and emotional neglect. And so when I was in high school and then college, I didn't get to grow and mature like other people, because it was like, oh, you can't go nowhere because of the crack cocaine epidemic and you'll get shot. Oh, you can't talk to Asian people, talk to Asian girls, like Asian music, because they're kicking out all the black people in San Francisco. But at the end of the day, San Francisco's mostly Asian, so who's I'm gonna talk to, right? It doesn't matter. You can't talk to Asian people, so it means I talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got to be Christian, and you got to be conservative, and you have to believe this, that, and the other, and go out and do all this evangelical stuff. But I want to find a girlfriend. I want to start, getting a family. It doesn't matter. You have to do this. You know what I'm saying? And so when I was growing up, that stunted a lot of my growth, and I didn't mature and grow like everybody else. And so later on, when I graduated from high school, I didn't get I didn't get a college job. I've never really had a job that I could do with my degree. And a lot of times I'd be looking at certain women with college jobs and with all their stuff together as higher than me. And sometimes it used to make me angry and sad. So what I would do is just talk to them just to get the experience. Just, you know, talk to them and say what's up just to get the experience. But, you know, never took it farther than that. Never pushed for like a relationship or even to do anything with them. And would always push for like the easy girls with the issues. And so that was one of my big problems growing up. And I don't want you to fall into the same trap, because what's going to end up happening is you may find a girl that'll have you around, that's fine. But then you have to put up with a lot of stuff. You got to put up with a lot of stuff, and that's not cool, you know. So you have to make a choice, right? And I think, you know, if you keep going out there and talking to girls every day, eventually you're gonna find somebody. You know, nobody's gonna stay single forever. Eventually you'll find somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? And but just think about the whole standards thing. And I know sometimes, you know, you get so horny or whatever, or you just get so lonely, it's like, all right, I'm gonna just talk to her just because, you know, she's there and she's available. But at the end of the day, you gotta kind of like think about whether or not it's worth it. You know, whether or not it's worth it. And if it's not worth it, you have to look at yourself. Okay, what am I doing wrong? And what can I do to build myself up so that I'm not stuck going out with these dumpers, you know what I'm saying? So that's it for this video. Just think about that. Just think about your standards and what's practical and what's lowering your standards. And I hope that helps you with your search for the one. Anyway, I'm Jonathan. I'm out, y'all. Peace.